That sounds good.
and My Hungry World. We
Awesome.
are live, first time in 2022.
Yes, I'm
Today,
so
make it.
excited to be here.
What is today's date? What is today's date, Donatello?
Today is January 19th, 2022. We are 19 days into the new year, into the new energy. Woo! Um,
So, you know, I'm welcoming all of our fans and friends from our former show,
yes,
Journeys from Lagos to Brooklyn,
yes,
that
yes,
we had a 2 year run with.
we
Um,
did.
we grew a lot. We learned a lot. We
And we
developed a
had
lot. We
we
had
had
some
some
great shows.
we had some really good guests. A super R&B Grammy winner, Errol.
Eric Roberson.
Yeah, Eric Roberson from New Jersey. We had Omo Banky from Nigeria. Um, oh, and the young man who is renovating the homes and doing all that great work in Italy. Do you remember his name?
That is my boy Tim. My boy
Yes,
Timothy.
Tim,
Yes.
who told me we're
I thought you were talking about my boy Shegu in Nigeria. That's
no,
getting
we were talking about him too.
our spot ready.
Yes, yes, him.
This is the year.
You know, we
This is the year. So many of you are going to reach Nigeria finally.
yes,
This is
and
the
some
year.
of us will come back home to Nigeria.
Yes. Well, you will reach there and you ain't coming back. That's the whole
I don't know about that part.
point.
I don't know about that part.
Well, if you do come back, you will be
With the return visa.
investments. Yeah, you're gonna come back to do investing. You're gonna come back, to spend maybe a little bit longer time there. You're gonna
Oh,
explore
definitely.
different options. Listen, everyone, the Europeans, the Asians, everyone, all business people understand that Africa is the next frontier. So
It
we cannot
is.
be left. We cannot be left out of that process. I will not permit it. I will not allow it. We're gonna get down with the get down. We're going in.
I
We're
know,
going in.
and I'm super excited
You
for a lot
know,
of
we,
reasons.
we're not gonna have a situation where people are gonna tell you that you're a second class citizen here. No, no, this is your ancestral homeland,
Hmm.
and nobody's gonna dictate to you um, any terms, or you're not gonna be sitting there trying to lobby for the right to vote and all this craziness that goes on here. That's your home. It's your home.
I don't know about
It's
that
your
part.
home. No, it's your home. Trust me. We're gonna.
Well,
That's
I
listen.
get,
Things are
I
changing.
I believe that it's our home. I believe that every person of color, no matter which color that is, needs to spend at least 50 minutes in Nigeria, because in Africa itself. Because for me, it was a huge journey, and being my first experience, I wasn't prepared for a lot of things. I was overwhelmed emotionally and visually, and now I feel like, and I realized that I did a lot of things where I really must have been walking with God and some of my ancient ancestors to be, an African American woman. I couldn't speak any of the dialect, and I was getting in Uber all by myself at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, like I was right here in New York City.
Yes.
I
Yes. Well, some places. I'm not.
Yeah,
Let's not
no,
deceive everybody.
no,
Everybody
no,
is not. It's not like that everywhere.
no, it's not.
Two
And
o'clock in the morning, you better be in your bed.
yeah,
Some
I was.
places.
I was going to the clubs. Let me let you all know, for those of you who like to be outside, that Lagos is just like New York City. They actually have an area on Victoria Island that has all the little sparkles and lights and all the action, just like Times Square. Only thing is, everybody is brown. Everybody.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I met some lovely Asians while I was there. One of my favorite places was the 24-hour Chinese restaurant, but the entire staff was Nigerian. That
Sure.
I met.
Sure.
I don't
Sure.
know who was in the kitchen, but that food was delicious. I
That's
definitely
what's
have to
up.
say that.
We always add our twang to it to make it go boom boom. Speaking of the elections, you have some information about Nigerian elections coming up.
Yes, yes. So this is my first year being really kind of like hands on with the political situation in Nigeria. Um, all of us got a little feel and taste for the struggles that the youth are going through in 2019, 2020 during the pandemic. And this year there is a declaration on January 23rd in Kano, which is a
Kano.
part, huh?
Kano. It's in the north.
Yeah, in the
K
north.
A N O. K-A-N-O.
K-A-N-O. You guys, I'm so excited. Too much caffeine in my drink. But the real reason why I'm excited, I had the random pleasure to have a NGO diplomat of Nigeria join my live. You guys may remember on Instagram back in 2020. And with him was a very humble, very nice young man that we lovingly refer to as Mr. President. That's how I was introduced to him. His name is Ibrahim Lajida. You can find him on Instagram, and he actually is one of the candidates that's going to be announced January 23rd, this Sunday in Kano, to tell you all the people who are running for president of Nigeria.
Do you have a picture of this man?
I absolutely do. And actually, I can send you, because you know I am always on top of my game. Let me send you something that's actually directly from the campaign. How about that?
Okay. Well,
Check.
just put it on your screen. Okay, you want me to do it
Oh
that way?
yeah, to share it only because it's on my phone and that's my iPad.
All right, let me see if I can pull that up.
Um, this is one of our impromptu kind of lives with you guys. We are 19 days in, and Bub was like, "No, we need to get Bubby TV going. We need to get My Hungry World back out there with you guys." I have some clients who are probably looking at their email and their text messages, like, "Where is Donatella? She's taking a break right now." So what you'll see, and what's interesting,
You got it?
yeah, there we
All
go,
right.
there we go. I don't know if you can zoom that in at all, but that's actually his official declaration, which will start on Sunday. So we're kind of getting um, a little preemptive glance at some of his campaign promises. So, as presidential candidate of Federal Republic of Nigeria for the year 2023 general election, this is Ibrahim Lajada's declaration to his home country that he is going to run for president.
That is wonderful. I've had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Ibrahim Lajada, Alaji, as I call him. Very
Mhm.
fun guy. We had dinner together. Very personable, very dope, very cool dude. I certainly will support his efforts. As long as he pays me a lump sum of money, I got no problem.
Abraham, he's joking. He's joking. When we do a follow-up after Sunday, I wasn't prepared today to talk about it, but I actually have his entire declaration and plan for Nigeria and bringing
Listen,
education.
listen. He got to pay us some money for all that. Listen, we did enough. Okay, that's enough. Thank you. You got to pay
I
us.
love it. I
Listen,
love it.
Bubby TVA free. Okay, Bubby TVA free.
Wait, and neither is my hungry world.
There you
But
go.
this
So we
is
did a
just
lot.
this is just
We got mayors elected in New York City. I didn't get nothing out of it. In fact, me and him not even cool no more.
yes,
But
you are. Deep down inside,
I
there's love.
we beefing.
You
I'm
have to
beefing.
love him after that
I'm
SNL skit.
beefing. I don't listen. It wasn't him. I like the guy that did it.
Yeah, I think, and
Swagalicious.
yeah, what's interesting? They talked about how the gentleman who played Eric Adams has always had a, a nice feel on SNL, but this was his breakout moment.
Yeah, no, I
His,
never seen him before, but it was dope.
yeah, me
Hey,
neither. But
TT, you got some people outside.
he was very, very good. So as you all know, that the origin of Bubby TV, My Hungry World, Bubby is sitting in the middle of his amazingly delicious restaurant, Amarachi, which is located
Yes.
at 189 Bridge Street on the Manhattan Bridge. I don't know why you're sitting at home watching us when you should be in the restaurant ordering some food.
Maybe they're
And
not vaccinated.
what?
Maybe they ain't vaccinated.
Well, then y'all can sit outside.
Nah,
Wear,
nah, I'm not doing
wear
it.
your
They're not
boots
goats.
on,
They're not sheep. I'm not gonna put them out. I'm not doing that. No.
then order your food to go, please, and thank you. But no, in all seriousness, so let's
I'm gonna
talk.
make this a private club so that anybody can come in here and say they're
As
coming to
you
hang
should.
out with me. Yes,
As you
exactly.
should. And I'll
That's
walk
good.
with my own oxygen and my mask. Thank you.
My people, MC Kumer is here. Mr. Olakunle is right here hanging out with us. You know, we
Awesome.
wish him
Hi,
salute. We greet him from miles and miles away. I love watching his show, and he shows us support as well.
X.
From all the way from Igogo Ekiti, where my lovely father and his lineage come from.
Oh, that's
So
amazing.
yeah, so yeah. Well, I mean, what's going on in 2020, man? Just I just wanted, you
2022.
know, I listen. Let's be honest. I called you yesterday, and I felt bad. you know, you
When I
told me,
said, Bub,
you told me,
Bubby, I miss my
you
life.
told me I suck. I ruined your world. Okay.
This is my escape from reality. When I come
You
off
told
of
me
live,
it's fun.
it's back to my computer, back to my demanding clients who don't care that there are only 24 hours in a day, and each one of them is 4 hours of my attention, and it's 20 of them.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I said, you know what? Um, I woke up early today, and
Here
I
come the
told my
vibe.
wife. I
The
told my
music.
wife. I said, "Yeah, tell me if it's too loud." I said,
It,
"Listen,
it is only because I don't want us to get dinged for copyright infringement. That's better.
oh, is it better now?
You can still hear it, and so
Oh,
that means that Facebook
well,
will
let's
hear
yeah, screw Facebook. Anyway, so
it. We don't need to be in
wifey
jail.
wifey's staying at school late today
Oh no, you should
with the
turn it down
children.
because I'm gonna put it on Instagram.
Okay, a little bit lower, dear. Just a little bit lower, just a tad bit lower.
Thank you,
So
thank
she's at school a little bit later today. So I said, you know what? Let's I got free time. Usually, I'm literally in and out of the state. I'm fed up with the state. You can't hear me now?
you. No, I hear the gentleman singer,
Okay.
but that's okay. I know it's
Well,
hard.
we got customers, so I
Yeah,
can't
that went back up loud, but it's okay. So
I
go
can't
ahead.
totally kill the
You
vibe.
normally don't,
So
you normally
so I
don't have.
called you. Yeah. So I normally don't stay any time or spend any time in this miserable state. So I get in and I get out. Yeah, miserable
The
state.
policies are miserable. The state is still the state.
Well, the policies make the state miserable. What do you want me to say?
You know,
You
I,
know, I,
I kind of
you know,
agree.
you know, you know, you know. Okay, no. Case in point, right? Court Street Cinemas. You
Yes,
know how long I've been going to Court Street Cinemas?
for a very long time, I assume
Guess what?
they're closed.
They're closed
Yeah,
permanently.
really. Well,
Permanently.
I don't know if you've been paying attention. Chase, because that's the only bank I bank with, has closed tons of locations because they
You've
don't have.
driven everybody out of the town. You've People have taken their
Wow.
money and gone elsewhere. These
Well,
people don't get that. They don't understand that.
I get it, but Court Street
It's
Cinema was
overreacting.
closed anyway.
Let me tell you why Court Street Cinema's not here. That's where everybody in the hood went. Everyone that
Yeah.
lives in Bed-Stuy, Fort
Mhm,
Greene, they
mhm.
go to Court Street. They're not going anywhere else. We all go to Court Street.
And
And
Linden
guess
Boulevard.
what? These people are not vaccinated. So they can't go watch your movies. So that means
Was the movie theater open for vaccine?
yes. No, you can't go. You can't
Yeah, but
go.
in all honesty, Court Street, I went there a couple of times, and every
Mhm.
time I went, I ended up arguing with. There's a Haitian manager that's been there for years. He's the only
You,
person that
you
should have lost.
always find the motherfucker to argue with. You always do. That's just your MO. You're gonna find
Excellent.
that Negro that you gotta argue with, that you gotta have an issue so your tickets can be comped, and you get
No,
about
no,
seven
no,
more
no, no,
free
no, no,
shows.
no, 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 no.
You gonna find them,
No,
Donatella.
no, no. In all seriousness, I contacted AMC, the
Oh,
corporate.
you went over their head.
Yeah, no, because he was very abusive to the young kids that went down there. Every time I went, it was always some embarrassing situation with kids who weren't familiar with how to redeem their tickets to get in. And I'm
Let me
always in
tell you about let me
everybody's
tell you about me in public, in and out. You see
business.
me and you don't. All right. If you see me walking in, if you look away, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm in my seat. Or I'm in the
Now,
bathroom. One of the two. I
I
don't. I'm not. I don't care what's going on around me. I don't. I am not interested.
and
I do
that's
not
what's
want to be
wrong.
caught up in it. I do not.
That's what's
No.
wrong
No.
with our community.
No.
It
It's not.
is.
No. It's not.
It is.
No. It's not. No. It's not.
Perfect
Sometimes.
example. if the
You just
community
gotta
was
mind
more
your business.
no, if the community was more involved with the struggles of each one of
No,
our
I'm at
minute
the movies. I'm not
children,
here for the struggle. I am not here. I'm watching Spider Man. I am not here for the struggle. I'm watching Spider Man. I'm not. I'm not doing that.
you
Okay.
sound like my friend Meeks. Wherever we go, she gives me this look. Mind your business. Leave him
That's
alone.
it. That's it.
I can't. I can't.
That's it. I listen. I love going out. I eat. I give a. I even listen. I love giving a tip bigger than they expected, especially
Mhm.
if you're at a spot where you know
Yeah,
us is not.
you're not used to it.
It,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You know, because they, when you walk into one of those places, right? They like shoving you around to like the worst hostess. Because the perception is black people don't tip, right? So nobody wants to take your family. They're like,
Mhm.
oh, you got them. So
Yep.
I always appreciate, especially when they come out and give us good service, because some
Oh,
places, some people
like when
won't. Some
we
like it'll
had
be straight up shitty, but some people will actually like give you really good service. So I make sure,
this.
the
I
40, 50
remember when you
percent
tipped the
tip.
tipped the young lady at the steakhouse in Jersey when we all went, and she was
That
like,
was Lajada. That was Lajada. I
"Oh,
didn't.
LaJohn." All
He
right,
did that.
shout out to Mr. President.
See, I want see. I'm not gonna take credit for where it's not due. I didn't do that.
I
He
couldn't.
did.
I
I
couldn't.
paid for dinner. I paid for dinner.
Well,
He tipped.
hey, and guess what Donatella did? Absolutely nothing, but I wrote a great review. I ate a big old steak.
Listen. On when we start getting paid for this, then we'll tell the folks what we were really doing in Jersey that day. Right? We're not gonna do it for free. Not on Bubby TV. No way.
Yes,
When
yes.
we get when we get on our Netflix show, then we'll tell people what we were doing
And
in New Jersey.
after
Yeah.
Mr. President is elected into office,
Yes. Or maybe when he's done being Mr. President, right?
right, right. Um, there's so much. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? So I'm excited. I have been able to help approximately 8 small businesses who were declined, like SBA loans and grants. That's really what my focus has been. Was the last quarter of 2021, where everybody was like, "What happened to Donatella?" She got really quiet. And that's what I'm doing a lot of now, the beginning of 2022. And I have to say, because I've been on this vaccine, COVID, pandemic kind of bandwagon, I want to let you guys know I gave up dating completely during the
Oh,
pandemic because, all the good eggplant is attached to those people who don't want to get vaccinated. So I was like, let me just abstain. And
yeah.
guess what?
Because listen,
No, but
listen.
guess
Let me
what?
tell
But
you
guess
something.
what? I caught COVID anyway
Let
in
me
the
tell you
in
something.
the last, in the
And, and,
last part of the year.
and let me tell you something. They call us true bloods, right? It's
Hmm.
pure bloods, pure bloods.
Hmm.
So you're gonna get pure blood. You're gonna get the good stuff, right?
Yeah, but I
But
wanted to be vaccinated.
yeah. But listen, like you said, right? You still caught COVID. So,
I
like
did.
I told you what you would. Like I told you that stuff don't work,
Listen, I was like those new
right?
anime, the DMs,
So,
ducking and
so
diving.
listen.
But
I can't. None of the people I used to argue. I can't find them on social media no more. I can't find them.
yeah,
I can't find them.
what's
They
interesting
should
about
just come out and say, "Bubba, I apologize for being ignorant."
so there's a couple things, right?
What?
Keeping it as friendly and jolly as possible.
Oh,
I
it's
think
always friends. It's always peace.
I
It's
I
always
think
peace.
this I think
I'll call you
this
stupid to your face. It's okay.
yeah,
But I
this
still love you.
we know. But what's horrifying about it for me is that I talked about for what 18 months about the importance of having a COVID test, and I got rapid tests every other day, and I only got I can't stand you. I only got the PCR on occasion, maybe like once a month. And then it dawned on me when it happened to me, that term that they have been talking about all pandemic, a false negative, it really doesn't resonate until I'd had 3 rapid tests within about 2 weeks. They were all negative. I got my booster shot on the 17th, but by the 20th I had a sore throat and I could barely talk, and I had a little headache. And do you remember when I was on the phone with you, Bub, and it sounded like I coughed up my entire
Of
inside?
course, of
You
course.
guys,
I
Bub
was
was on the
worried
phone.
about you.
But
I
Bub
was
was on
really
the
worried.
phone. I could see him like Um,
Yeah, yeah.
his
That's how.
it was,
Listen, that's
that
how
don't
my
sound
brother
good.
sounded when I jumped in the car and ran to New York. I swear to
Yeah.
God, it was one of those type of calls like, oh shit, holy shit.
And so for me, I went and had a PCR test. I had a rapid. The rapid said negative. I left City and D feeling super confident. And I let you know, I called them back and cursed them completely out because I traveled thinking I was okay, but then still
But
saying,
but
"Look,
but
I need."
Donald, I didn't want to tell you then because I didn't want to add to you. But it's not really their fault. They
It is
they
their
were
fault.
shit. Let me tell
No,
you why. Let me tell
no,
you why.
no, no, no. It was
They
their
were
fault. No,
the
no,
PCR
no,
tests
no.
are
That's not what happened.
garbage. They're
No,
garbage.
absolutely not.
You get the man that created them said they should never be used
No,
for COVID in
listen,
the first place.
doesn't matter. We're talking about two different
That's
things.
what I'm telling you. So
But we're talking about two different things. They had a complete drop of ethics, of customer relations,
yeah,
because
because they were put in a horrible position.
because my test was completed on Christmas, which happened to be a holiday, and then no one was smart enough in their what they call aftercare facility to go back and notify anyone who was positive from
They
that
were
PCR.
overwhelmed. They were
They were
overwhelmed.
not. They were lazy.
Everybody and their
No,
grandmother was online trying to
they were
get
not.
tested.
No, they were not
Why am I
overwhelmed.
defending them? Screw them. I'm not
How
defending
the
them.
hell if
You're
I
right.
know?
Cuss them out.
No,
They deserve that
and I
shit. They
did.
shouldn't have been doing that shit in the first place.
I
So listen,
called.
Donatella, I do have a 4 o'clock appointment I forgot about. So let's hope he doesn't call. But no, I'm enjoying this.
I got stuff to do too.
No, no, no. I'm just letting you know in case the phone rings. That's it was a 4 o'clock appointment.
I'm super excited to tell you some
Well, you're broke. The other you is on Instagram Live.
information. No,
The
so
drone. You have a droid.
no. So I created a short video. Whenever I'm sure of something, I like to share it with my followers. So the United States government, and I'm assuming it's out of taxpayers' dollars and cents, is making 4 free COVID tests available for every resident in the New York State. I mean, no, sorry, in the United States.
Okay,
So
please do not announce that like that's something good, please.
I
What?
think
What?
it's great. You
Listen,
need to
no,
know
no, no. Let me tell you. Okay, when um, you have Brazil, right? You have
Mhm.
India. You know what they're doing? They're
What are they
sending
doing.
out. They're sending out wellness kits of
Oh, but
medicine.
Korea, yeah,
Hold on,
Korea,
of
all of them did that.
drugs and zinc, vitamin
Yeah.
C, all the wonderful, wonderful
Or
things that people
Korea
should be.
did that at the
They're,
very beginning
they're
of the
sending it
pandemic.
out to people. Our people are sending masks.
Well,
The mask.
because the
Let me
United
tell you
States makes
something.
money
Let me
off of
tell
health.
you, Donatella, when you're sick,
They
right?
make money off of
A,
healthcare.
a mask doesn't make you feel any better. It does not. If anything, it's only gonna confirm the worst case scenario. So if anything, it's only gonna make you panic more. If anything, you if
I didn't panic.
anything,
I didn't panic.
if you feel bad, if you're sick in your bed and you see that negative, what you see that positive test,
That's
it
some
says,
people.
"Oh, you got COVID. Oh my God, I got COVID." Right?
Yeah, but then you should do the responsible thing and keep your backside to
Okay.
yourself.
Well, your backside should already be in the house. You should already know. Like, I don't need a
I know
test,
in my
right?
house.
Before
Yeah.
we had tests, right? When you had the flu, you knew to stay home and not try to infect anybody. Why do we need a test to do the same thing? You know the same.
Because
You know
people
the
no,
protocol.
because
If
people don't care about humanity the way they used
so,
to.
the test makes them care now because they
No,
see a
no,
positive.
no, no. The tests make you accountable if you go out and you get someone else positive now.
How?
It holds you accountable. So it
So
doesn't
when you
really
get the PCR, it tracks you. It
that's what I
tracks
was
you.
gonna say. And so there are two things that happen with the PCR that people are unaware of, right? Every positive PCR test is sent to the New York State Health Board where they go back and determine which variant you have. Because I wanted to know which variant
Okay.
I had. And
So
they
let me
told
ask you
me
a question.
I wasn't entitled to know
I
because they
just
say
want to ask you
that
a quick question.
what
No, I just want you to be clear. This kit transmits information back to the state.
what kid?
What you the test. When you take the
Are,
test in
are you
your
are
house,
you are you asking me or telling me?
I'm asking you.
No,
I'm
that's
asking
not.
because I'm
That's
never gonna order it.
that's not what I said. That's not what I
No,
said.
that not no, but I'm asking you, how does the kit
Um,
work?
I have no idea. I haven't
Okay,
received it,
it's so
and
because that sounds like a tracking device.
no, it doesn't sound like a. Well, they don't need to track it because once you enter your your address of free
Hmm.
will, there are two things that I say that are happening that people aren't thinking about. This is going to work better than the census because everyone wants it. So
No,
everyone's going to
no,
claim.
not everybody wants to. No, no, you people
Well,
want it.
a lot of people want to have COVID.
Unpure bloods want it.
Whatever, my friend.
Pure bloods don't want it.
What do you consider a pure blood?
People that are not vaccinated.
I think there are a lot of vaccinated people, unvaccinated people who take COVID tests, but they don't want the vaccination. So I think that's an
They,
unfair statement.
they take it when they have to. They're
There are
asked for it. They
there
take it
are
when they. Let me tell you why. Let me tell. Can I tell you the
well,
underlying premise why?
I'll tell you one thing. There
Okay.
are a lot of women that I've talked to that are using the COVID test, the in-home COVID test, to test possible partners. That's how I'm marketing it to females, right?
Okay.
You want to you're
That's good.
dealing with someone who doesn't have who isn't vaccinated, or you believe in vaccination, or maybe you both want to make sure that you don't have COVID and you're spreading it. You should have one of those PCR tests right next to your condom. Before he puts the condom on, you both take a
You
PCR
shouldn't be
test.
sleeping with anyone that you suspect you need to give that test to, because
But
they
that's
usually there's some
no.
symptoms. There's
Well,
some
no,
symptoms.
no, it's
People,
in,
let me tell
no,
you,
not if they're asymptomatic. And
that
you shouldn't have
that
sex
doesn't
with
work.
someone with a
No.
condom if you fear they have an STD. So it's the same thing. It's the same
Okay.
premise.
Okay. Maybe I'm confused,
Yes.
but people that are not vaccinated do not have asymptomatic.
So
Um,
that's not true. You could be asymptomatic.
I'm not saying I am true. I said I believe
Asymptomatic
that
means
people,
any person who has COVID who didn't show any symptoms. That's all
and
that
that's
means.
what I'm saying. That
That's
people
what
that
it
are not
means.
vaccinated, and that's what I'm saying. I think for the most part, those of us that are not vaccinated, when if we don't show signs of it, we ain't got it.
I don't know. I don't know. But
Oh,
here's the other part. A lot of you, this is where the caveat is and why you need it. A lot of people, let's look at the vaccinated people. Let me pick on them for a minute. The people who are saying they're vaccinated. There are a lot of people who paid for COVID tests and paid to be put into the portal to show as COVID. I mean, to show as
they were
positive,
forced to do that to keep their
to show
jobs.
to show his different. No, some were, and
Yeah,
others no, some were, and others are doing it so they can attend basketball games, so
sure.
they can
They
go.
can have a life. They can have a social
No, you can
life.
still have a life. You can still have a life
Not
without going
you
to a
can't. You
basketball
can't.
game.
That's not a. I mean, they want a
And that
social life.
that is the problem, and why you have super soakers at basketball games, because there are a lot of people in
No,
there who are
no, no.
saying they're vaccinated and they're not,
No,
and
it's
they're
not that
getting
many.
all these- no,
Donatella, chill
it's
out.
not.
Don't blame it on. Don't put this.
I
Don't
know,
put this on all of them. Okay.
I
Don't
know,
chill out. I know. I knew you were coming for that.
I know.
I know that's your theory.
30
You
people.
want to find the 1% of people that did that and
It's
blame them for the
not
whole problem.
1%. It's
Okay. So
not
on.
1%.
So you're
I
talking about
personally know at least 30 people off the top of my head. At least
Donatella.
30.
Do you know
That's
how
only one
many?
person.
Okay. You heard of the countries? What's that country on the tip of Africa? Right.
I
That
don't care. We're talking
99% of
about
them are
America.
vaccinated. You heard
This
about okay,
is
you heard about the Marines, right? The US Marines that were all on
It's
the ship, they were
it's
all
different.
vaccinated.
It's different in Africa because they're
No,
also
I'm not talking I'm talking
here.
about
I'm
the
talking about
armed
America.
forces.
I am talking
Yes,
about Barclays Center.
I'm
I
talking about
went to the
I'm
game
talking
as
about
a
the armed forces.
vaccinated person, and there
I'm
were
talking
10
on
people sitting around me who were not vaccinated who bought their
a
card.
Navy ship that's 100% that was 100% vaccinated. They had an outbreak. How do you think that happened? So don't blame it on the 10% of people that did a
One of them,
fraudulent thing.
one of them got on the ship with symptoms and infected everybody else.
No, that's not true.
Or else you're saying that all of a sudden on a ship with only with vaccinated people, somebody's insides started bubbling from out of nowhere and got COVID. Someone had to get it from somewhere.
Do vaccinated people spread COVID?
Of course, if they have it.
They are that. Thank you very much. So you can't blame it on all right.
I'm not
Everybody
blaming.
does.
I didn't blame it on the
Yes, you did.
unvaccinated
You
people.
tried to say the
I
people
did
that
not.
forged.
No,
You tried to say
you're trying to hear.
the 1% that
I was in the
forged.
debate team in high school. This is not gonna work with
You
me. I
try.
got back
Then why are we talking about the people that forged their documents? You
because
talking about people that forged their documents?
no, I'm telling you that the schematics of when you try to talk about vaccinated versus unvaccinated, some of the vaccinated people allegedly who are catching COVID are not really vaccinated in the first place. That's the first point that I'm making, right?
Okay,
And then
we
you said
started with my.
how do no, and then you're saying how do vaccinated people catch it? I'm telling you, I went to a Barclays game as a vaccinated person. You had to be vaccinated. I showed my card. I went in. I sat down in the fourth row behind the goal, and at
And you
least
went around asking them, and these people voluntarily told you, "Yeah,
no.
all right,
So we
do
were
that shit. I just got a fake ID."
we're sitting there
What
talking.
kind of
We're
dumb
sitting
shit
there,
is that?
everybody's
10
sitting there
people,
talking.
10 whole people did that.
There were 10 people sitting next to me
Donatello.
who were unvaccinated.
And
I
you
could
want
drop some
one
real
by
names here.
I'm
I
not interested in.
names,
I'm
but I'm
not
not
interested in all of that.
and
I'm
don't
not
play
interested.
my statistics because I know what I'm
I
talking
am
about.
not interested in all of that.
Oh, you're
The
not.
10 people just sitting there telling on themselves like that. That's
But
ridiculous.
here's the issue. People who seriously believe in what they feel and what they represent, they're gonna tell you, who am I? I'm not gonna arrest them when they tell me.
I hear you. Okay, so
They're
now let's get back to why
trying
we're
to
talking about this now. Now,
why
I
we talking
agree. I
about that.
might be wrong. Hold on. I might be wrong about one thing, right? That the fact that an unvaccinated person can be asymptomatic, cannot show symptoms and be positive. I may be wrong about that. But what I'm trying to say is that usually if that happens, that probably means they probably caught COVID before we knew what COVID was, and they have antibodies in their system. So that if they catch it, it runs through them very quickly where they almost don't know it, right? Since the time we've quote unquote have COVID. So if they go get a blood test, they'll probably show that they had antibodies
Right.
for it.
So they
But
don't even
never, but they'll say
they
that,
don't give or recommend that test anymore. Now you have to
but
pay $55 for it.
they'll say that, yo, I don't remember ever having COVID. I was never really
But
sick. You see what I'm saying?
that's what asymptomatic is though.
No, but I'm saying that initial one, that initial time when they caught COVID was probably prior to February 2020. This is
Yeah,
what I'm
I believe
explaining.
it was
So
happening
if
as
so if they
early as
had it,
sure.
so if they show a positive, let's say you're about to sleep with one, and he's like, yeah, I never had COVID. Like, I don't have COVID, and you gave him the test, and he showed positive. It's probably because it's running through him because his antibodies are doing what they're supposed to do.
I have no idea.
And
I just know you.
I don't, and that's why I said I could be wrong on that. But what I'm saying is that
I think anybody
I think anybody. I'm just saying that I think when you're not vaccinated and you catch COVID, you show it. You know, you're gonna have a cold. Your eyes are gonna
yeah,
swell.
but
You're gonna
okay,
be
so
in pain.
yeah,
So
but here's
you
another
shouldn't be in any
example.
position
No,
to
no,
be
no,
having
no, no,
sex
no.
with
Here's the other example, right?
you.
So I know a person who is sick as a dog who was around me. I am pretty sure I caught it either in my building from the residents in my building or from my one client who hates it when I tell them they gave me COVID because they were sick and I with all kinds of symptoms, and I asked them to go take a COVID test and they refused. Right? There is a percentage of people, I don't know how small or how great, who believe in this whole natural and boosting your immune system and all of that, which I do as well. But they believe in it so heavily and to the point where it comes a situation where they might have COVID, they're in such refusal, they won't go take a test until after they're experiencing symptoms. So I asked this person for what turned out to be like a month. Can you go take a PCR test? Because I'm trying to do contact tracing. I'm calling people that was around me. So this person refused. Do you know what this person did? They went and took a test last week.
Okay,
7 weeks after
okay.
being
So
sick.
let me explain my
A
position.
lot of people that does that.
I think that's very stupid.
Yeah.
I think when you're feeling sick, whether you're vaccinated or not, because look, one thing we can all agree on is early intervention works, right? If you're not feeling well, go get your test to
No,
rule out.
but people are not. You know why? Because everybody then goes,
I'm just giving my advice,
no,
right?
I
If
agree
you
with it.
because if you do have it, right, that thing is replicating in your throat, in your nose, in your nostrils, and if it gets pretty intense, you end up with pneumonia, and you know how
Yeah.
that goes. and you
So
end up on the ventilator. So if
in
you
my
if you're
in my
feeling
Bible
sick,
study class, someone
mhm,
someone just passed because of the same thing.
yeah, if you're
And
feeling sick, you're not feeling well, go. I say go to the hospital. I don't say go get necessarily tested, because at the hospital they will test you. If you're positive, they'll give you the package you
okay,
need to go back and recover.
so there are
That's
two
what we should be telling people.
but there are two arguments out there, right? So there's the person who doesn't want to get tested because their argument is what happened to the flu? Everybody acts like the flu's not around anymore.
It's
Everybody
same
acts like
thing.
a common
If you
cold.
got the flu, then they'll give you what you need for the flu.
Yeah, but you have
Or take
a
some damn Theraflu.
lot. Taking Theraflu is not going to help because you're still
And,
contaminating
and,
other
and Donatella, and you know why we have this hardened condition? Because
because they're
people have been
idiots.
lied to. No, it's not just that.
No,
When
they're
you've been lied, Donatella, when you don't trust what someone has to say, everything becomes a lie, and that's what's
yeah.
happening. And that's what's happening when
You
we
can't
have lost
use
trust.
that excuse. It
Look, when
doesn't
you've
matter.
lost trust in the system, you don't trust the system, and
It
that's
doesn't
and that's been
matter.
the problem. Like
It
you
doesn't
can't.
matter.
It does
It
matter.
does not matter.
Credibility
You don't. A
matters.
lot of these people don't trust white America. They're not walking down the
It's
street
it's
slapping
it's
every
bigger
white
than that. It's
person.
bigger than that.
No.
It's credibility.
Yes. Yes, it
When
is
when
bigger than
when
that.
you when
I
you say,
accept.
listen, when you were the president, before you became president, you were like, I'm not taking the Trump vaccine. And then now you're president, you're mandating people take it or they lose
No,
their
no, no,
jobs.
no.
You
So
did
let's
a
so
come
no,
on,
no, no, no,
man.
no, no, no,
Like,
no. So let's be
how do
clear.
you trust that?
You're not. You're misquoting. Don't misstate me. Don't
What
misstate me.
what
You had.
I'm
There was no
mistaking
vaccine.
you. I'm not
There
mistaking
was
you.
no, no, no. There was not a vaccine ready under Trump. I said if you have a president who's putting out something who doesn't want to take it themselves, why would you take a vaccine that was created yesterday? Only to find out that this dude took
Yes, there
his
was,
cocktail at the
babe.
beginning of 2020.
Babe, there
I
was a
never said
vaccine. You
I
forgot.
wasn't.
You forgot the. I'm not saying. I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking
Yeah,
the
I'm not
powers
talking.
that be. No, I'm saying the powers that be when they don't trust them, right? Because listen, you forgot the Don Lemon interview when Joe Biden was like, "Yeah, you got the vax? Like, nigga, you crazy? Like, you got that shit?" And Don Lemon was like, "Yeah, I got it." Okay, so don't say that. No, it was the vaccine was here while Trump was in office. It was
It
here.
wasn't. It wasn't. But you had Trump saying he did not take it,
No,
and
Trump
so
took
I
it.
said no.
Trump took
He
it.
said
What do you mean he took it?
no. He said he did not. It did not come out that he took a vaccine cocktail until after he was out of office.
What I'm saying is,
He took it in January.
I'm not. But listen, I'm telling you that Biden looked at Don Lemon like he had two heads. He's like, "You took that fucking vaccine," and Don Lemon was like, "Yes, I did." and
Oh,
now, and now he's acting like he's been. He's super pro. Like what? Like that? That's a
no,
credibility gap that you can't overcome.
no one wanted to take it at the stages in which Trump was talking about it, and it wasn't even ready then. He said he was going to have a
Stop
vaccine
saying it
ready.
wasn't ready. Don Lemon had
No,
already taken it.
no, I don't know what you're talking about, but I know when
I'm
the
not
part.
listen. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that this
Okay,
year. I'm not bringing out
wait,
videos and doing that to convince
wait,
you. You're gonna have to.
wait,
You're gonna have to get yourself
wait.
right. All right,
No,
and go look at stuff
no,
properly.
I,
Okay,
I am
don't let
going to.
opinions
No,
dominate you this year.
I
Run by
am
facts. I'm
going
not doing the
to.
fact checking for y'all frauds this year.
Great. That's
I'm not
great.
doing that because
I
you
am
remember the Don Lemon commercial, and now
I
you're gonna tell me that
so
you
I
don't
just don't
remember.
no no no. I remember
He
Don
was
Lemon.
not Yes, so he was
I
not
don't
president. That was during
remember
the
what that
debates. That was the debate. He couldn't be president during the debates.
I
He
I
could
don't
not be
I don't
president.
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. I
All right.
know
Well,
Biden wasn't the president. I know that. I'm saying I think it was at the time period in which Trump first came out and said he was going to have a vaccine ready within like
yeah,
um
the warp
30
speed. Remember
days or something like that.
Operation Warp Speed.
Yeah, I wasn't taking nothing from him warp speed. Thank you. And I
But it's
did
the
not.
same thing you got now. You got three
Absolutely
times
not.
over.
Absolutely not.
You
And
got
I'm
it the
supposed
same
to
time.
have a
They
vaccine.
switched guy. They switched dudes on you. You took it three times over. Come on,
And guess
man.
what? And guess what? I
He didn't
wouldn't
make it. It's
I
Pfizer
wouldn't
that made it.
I wouldn't have even known that I had COVID had I not taken the PCR. I would have thought it was just a little cold because of the way the symptoms didn't really affect me.
But let me
And
just
that's
say
the
this.
scary, that's the
I'll
scary
say
part.
this. I'll say this to you. You
Yep.
look so much calmer. You look so much more nicer this year now that you've
That's
actually had
that's
COVID. You
that's because
feel
my hair is
you look
back.
human.
Shut up.
Listen, you look human. You look normal. Like you're not
No,
hyper
that
frenzy
was it.
crazy.
No, no,
You're not
no,
scared of shit no more.
no.
You can
Yeah,
go
I
out and
was
live your life.
scared
Now that
before.
you got it, you look so much at peace.
You're crazy. I
I
was forced to be outside
listen,
because I was in Florida for 12 days.
listen.
That's why I look
You
calm.
look fantabulous right now. You look
Whatever.
so not bothered by all
That
the bullshit
yeah,
that's going on
you
out
know
there. You
what?
look unbothered.
You see the 40 pounds that I've gained, and
Yes, after having
and
COVID.
I gained it before COVID. Please hush.
No, no,
Um,
you got listen.
and no,
And
most
now
people are
no,
losing
you
weight
did it.
after COVID.
You got it. You see, you didn't die. You got it. You beat
You
it.
know why I didn't die?
You didn't
I'm
die.
vaccinated. I'm
Oh
vaccinated.
bullshit.
I'm
That's like
vaccinated.
Stephen A. Stephen A. going on telling his story about how he almost died, but thank God he was like, nigga, you weren't supposed to get it. Remember? That's the whole point. You were supposed to get it.
Wait, he's different. He didn't
You were
go.
supposed to get
He
it.
didn't tell
You
about
were
it when
supposed to
he.
get it. He called me. Got listen. I cursed him out on Twitter today. Stupid ass Stephen A. Smith. I'm like,
Everybody was
you need.
cursing him.
I was like, you need to go apologize to Kyrie Irving. Thank you very much.
Tell Kyrie to
Because
talk to me.
or Aaron Rodgers, right? Because listen, Stephen A was like, I was sick for 2 3 weeks. Well, guess what? Those guys. First of all, Kyrie ain't never been sick. Second of all, Aaron Rodgers was sick for like 2 3 days, and they got over it. So
But that's not the stipulation. So the whole understanding is depending on whether or not you have underlying issues and whether or not your immune system's high and whether or not Jesus
no,
is ready for you.
and whether or not you took ivermectin or hydrochloroquine or you took
Yeah.
molecular antibody treatment.
I didn't
Yeah,
take
all
you
those
know what
matter. Depending
I
on the
took
treatment you
I
got, all
took
those
Ray and
matters.
nephew. I took Ray and nephew and
And it
Mucinex.
worked. And it worked.
And with my vaccination and my booster cocktail. Absolutely.
And it worked.
And
Listen,
I prayed every day.
I'll tell you a secret. I
I
took
prayed every day.
ivermectin 3 different times. In this since they discovered it, 3 different times I took ivermectin.
Did it make you feel better?
Absolutely. Why do you think I only you don't even know when I have COVID? You don't even know. It's in and out.
Whenever you get quiet.
Exactly, it's in and out.
That's everybody.
Listen,
When you
I
see
go cook up
people who
my
are
ivermectin and sea
outside,
moss.
yeah,
I go cook up my ivermectin and sea moss. I take
yeah.
back at
No,
work,
but
baby.
you can tell when people have COVID within your little niche because all those outside people, for a minute you don't see them, and then you start seeing the posts like and God be with you and
Nah,
I'm just
nobody even
relaxing.
know that shit. Cause listen, too many people will be too happy to see me fucked up in the bed. Too many people will be happy to see that.
That's not true.
Yeah, they were
No,
like, Bub talks a lot of shit. Good for him. No, trust me, I get it. I don't care.
no, no, no,
No,
no. That
it's true.
they
It's
would
true.
say that. They
It's
would
true.
just say, they would just
It's true.
say, I see
They
what they
wishing I was wrong, but I
no,
can't be
I
wrong.
think what they
I'm too smart.
wishing.
Listen,
That's not true.
I always tell my employees, listen, I'm here, you're over there. There's a reason for that.
Listen, I'll tell you what they're saying. They're all saying under their breath, I can't wait till the government make Bub take the vaccination. That's
Never.
what they're saying. That
Never.
is what
I
they're
already have my escape route. I'm going to Mexico.
saying.
You don't
Okay.
have to catch me. Yeah, I'm going to Mexico. Mexico is wide open. It's free.
Yeah.
They have nothing, no problems in Mexico. Nothing. I'm
Or they burying everybody that has a problem. You just don't hear about it.
no, Mexico. Like I said,
I know
that's one of the countries
that's where everybody
that give
was
you the care package.
yeah,
Huh?
that's where everybody was escaping to Tulum and all those places.
Yeah. That's one of the countries that give you the care package. And also, they dropped all their mandates and restrictions. You could get on a plane. No, they don't need a test or anything for you to get to
Well, I
Mexico.
know people who came back from Tulum with COVID. Remember the college students?
I'm not saying it's not there. I'm not saying it's
Uh,
not there.
come
I'm
here
not
today.
saying. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not there. Look, it's everywhere. But
All
but they
right, so
treating it.
I have a different question. I want to
Yes.
know what you or the followers would do. So I have a situation,
Uh,
and it's a little lengthy, sorta. So January 2020, I had a new client, and the client is a friend. So let's say a friend of Amarachi. wanted to come in for a consultation to reserve a party, right?
Yes.
And normally you charge $150 deposit to make sure that client is serious, right?
Mhm.
Client shows up and says, "Oh, Bub, I don't have 150, but you know how much I support you. I want to have an event here." And you say, "Okay, I'm going to give you the friends and family discount. It's $99. You want to pay that? You can send me a Cash App or a Zelle." But meanwhile, you're already there speaking. And so the client says, I'll pay you the $99, but I'm gonna have to pay you via PayPal. So most people know I don't do business with PayPal because PayPal is one of those vendors that the minute the consumer says they didn't get something or they complain about the service,
They take your money.
PayPal will automatically grab
Yeah.
the money
You file
from
it.
your
They file. You call it file a
yeah,
dispute. Put a
right.
dispute.
Okay.
But but
So
but no, but Donatella, hold on. I'm gonna tell you straight up on the defense for PayPal. They tell you that they do not do refunds. They say that listen, if you buy something, you own it. They say contact you the person.
yeah,
Hold
I
on,
get
let me just tell this one. They're like contact because what happened to me is I created a website last year for another project I was doing. The project completely failed, right? And they charged me like GoDaddy charged me like 350. I'm like, hell no. Like, I'm not doing this shit either. Like, but they already charged me money. So I try to stop the payment through PayPal.
it. Mhm.
PayPal's like, I cannot help you. Call GoDaddy and work it out. So that's exactly what I did. There's like,
Yeah,
otherwise, you can file a dispute. And that's
yeah.
when, if you
Because
file a
what they,
dispute, that's when
I,
they'll take the
I
money
know,
out.
I know, right? So
But
that's
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
PayPal's really fault. They really tell you, like, listen,
It is their fault because they provide
you're
an
so bad.
environment. They
I,
provide an
I
environment.
hope
No,
to never be in your
let me
crosshairs.
finish my story. Yes, they provide an environment that festers with frauds and scammers, right? So anyway, like I was saying, so we had this meeting, which I went an extra hour longer, and then something in my head said, this person's probably not going to pay you that $99. Cut this meeting short. So I cut the meeting short, and the person said, "Oh, send me the invoice and I will pay you the $99." This is like January 20th of 2020. Sent the invoice. That invoice sat in my PayPal account till almost March. The person did not pay the $99. So you know me, I'm like the Christian in the Bible that keeps going like this, turning the cheek until my head turns completely around, and then I'll mess with you. So I said, all right, I canceled the invoice that I sent, and I just chalked it up as a loss. Now, the problem in our community to me, and it may happen in other communities, but that I see here a lot, we do business with one another and we do things that we wouldn't dare do inside Bloomingdale's or Moscato or, all these big name places, right?
True.
And then when we're wrong and we figure out we still need the person, instead of calling back and apologize and trying to pay whatever it is you owe, no, you're going to wait a long time until you think the person has forgotten and you'll go back there, right? Like the people who come into the restaurant, act the fool, complain about service when it really wasn't that bad. And then 2 months later, you see them sitting back in their same favorite chair, acting like idiots,
Yo, yo,
right?
let me tell you.
So
That's
August,
why I don't be here that much no more.
right? So August, same client reaches out to me. "Hey, how you doing? What's up? Oh gosh, I'd love to do some business with you." You know me, I'm an Aries. Aries are very petty, right? We always think we're the smartest person in the room and we listen to you. And the whole time our head is going, how am I mess them up? I'm gonna mess them up this way, I'm gonna mess them up that way. And we do it with a smile, which makes us really
Yes,
kind of crazy, right?
yes, my sister-in-law is an Aries.
Yeah. So that
My
person
older
who's
sister's an Aries.
really, that person who's stalking me is also an Aries, right? So I sat there, listened to her, and let her tell me all this stuff that she was gonna do. And then when she finished, she told me about all these new Oh, I turned the light up on my screen. This looks really good. Anyway, she told me about this new budget she had. She got X amount of thousands of dollars, da 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 da. And so I let her finish. And then you know what I said when she finished? I said, "Oh, this is wonderful. I'd love to work with you. Could you pay that $99 invoice from January, please?" Ooh,
She thought you had forgot.
she was like, "Ah!" And so instead, what she did to show me that she has this money and her situation is together, she said, I'm ready to do business with you. And I have $1,000 that I want to spend with you. And I said, please don't,
Send it.
please, no, you know me, I'm honest to the bone. So I said, no, please don't send me the $1,000. How about you just pay me the $99 first? Then we'll have a meeting and we'll talk about whatever it is you want. Because for me, I know she's gonna want something I'm not gonna give her for the dollar that she wants. So instead, she took it upon herself, instead of to send me the $99, she PayPal'd me $1,000. And I let that $1,000 sit there for months. So here's what happened. She paid the $1,000 and then she said, oh, can I have a meeting? I said, why did you send the PayPal for $1,000? I told you I don't like dealing with PayPal. And then she says, oh, just complete a W-9 form and we can work together. I was like, you are not Deloitte and Touche. Why would I give you a W-9 form? You're going to pay me for a service. I'm simply going to do it. So then she got real frustrated and she said, okay, I'm going to have you talk to my assistant because I think there's a communication problem between the two of us. And I said, the only communication is I didn't want the $1,000 and I'm only going to give you 4 weeks of service. But if you come with your products, it's great. So she sent the assistant, who turned out to be another one of my clients. And the assistant was like, hi, I'm sorry, I'm the assistant. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I had the meetings with the assistant, told them the same thing. This was in August. And so from August until about October, I kept saying, listen, this was a contract for 4 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
250 a week. I'm not carrying this balance over into the new year. Please create some content. Tell me whatever you're going to do because this is going to, it's going to expire. Like you buy a gift certificate anywhere, it doesn't last a lifetime, right? It expires. So I confirmed that with both of them. Turns out the assistant quit after 3 weeks because she was not organized. And the person, the client, then out of the blue, this is why I know people like to play with you. The person started contacting me in December. All of a sudden now they're replying to all my posts on WhatsApp status. They're, oh, you look wonderful. Oh, you look great. And in my head, I'm saying, this client is about to try and hit me with, let's work this $1,000 out. So I just replied, okay, thank you. And then I get a WhatsApp message. And this is the problem with people when they do business. You don't have to argue with someone when you know you're right. You don't have to be disrespectful because, as they say on social media, all you got to do is show your receipts. That's the kind of thing they say. Oh, I got my receipts for this, that, and the other. So the person sends me a WhatsApp message and says, oh, you look great. Your content is amazing. I see you growing your brand. Oh, I have this marketing project for the new year. I can't wait to work with you. And I'm reading it like, okay. And so at the end of the message, I said, oh, this is wonderful, but I'm just curious. You and I have no business together at this point. What marketing project are you talking about for 2022? I'm making it clear. Y'all have no money with me. What's going on? So she says, okay, well, first she didn't say anything for a long time. Then she replied back and said, okay, I'll get in contact with you when I'm ready. And I said, okay, but to be clear, what project are you talking about? Because everybody knows I love to write. So that was like right before New Year's, or maybe even after January 1st. I can't remember. But all of a sudden, 2 weeks ago, I get a ping in my PayPal account and it said, a claim has been filed against you. And
For your money.
the client said, I am no longer comfortable to work with this vendor. Their services are no longer required, and she's asking for the $1,000 back. Right. So, you know, part of my Aries side, the crazy side, wanted to lose its mind. Right. But I was in Florida in the sun with my family, happy that I was getting over COVID, happy that my family didn't have it. And I just said, let me take a deep breath and woosah my way through it. So I just didn't respond because one of the things with PayPal, you can respond to the claim. They give you X amount of days, or you can pick up the phone and call them. And so people who are unkind and deceitful, ignorant and not smart, they all react the same way. They do something that they think is going to aggravate you and wait for you to respond. But if you don't respond, they sit there every day and every second waiting for the response from PayPal, waiting for an exaggerated phone call, something. But I'm a person, I like documentation, right? So I immediately said, oh my goodness, this is defamation of character with a really big company. That's at least worth $5,000 in civil court. That's how I think, right? I don't need to argue with you. And so I waited, I waited, I waited. I never responded because the deadline is the 21st. So I was planning to respond. I called PayPal and spoke to them. And I told them how the person and I are friends. We're Facebook friends. I have all these text messages, emails. And so the guy at PayPal, who probably is sitting in the middle of Bangladesh, says, I'm sorry to say this, but Miss Craig, this sounds way beyond PayPal. He said, have you ever thought about going to court? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's they're like,
even
leave us out of this shit.
yeah, even the people in PayPal. And so I talked to them about the policy because I stopped using them years ago because I sold a pair of shoes on eBay back when people were really into selling stuff on eBay. I sold a bunch of shoes on eBay. A guy contacted me and said he was buying some shoes for his wife and he wanted to buy like 5 pairs and I was like, "Okay, fine." He got the shoes and I was using the post office and so they have to see they see the shipping address. So the person sent me a message on eBay. It was like, um, I tried to surprise my wife with the shoes. She likes 4 of them. One of them she doesn't like, and I want to send them back. And I was like, no. And he said, well, I see the shipping address. I'm gonna come to your house, but I don't want you to call the
Oh
police. And
Lord.
so I was like, I was like, no, it's not my house. It's the post office. It's not gonna work. He sent me a picture supposedly of his wife in the shoe. It looked like a size 15 trying to go into my size 10. I think he was a cross dresser. So he bought the shoes for himself, but I wear a double A narrow. So he couldn't
Lord
fit.
have
He couldn't
mercy.
fit the heel. But PayPal had taken the $35 out of my account. And it took me like 3 months to get it back. And they don't give you back money. They give you this dumb store credit. And I don't shop with PayPal, so it didn't matter. Right.
Yeah,
But
it's
back
not
to
like
this
Amazon.
yeah, but back to this issue, which is so funny. So evidently today, and because I'm a nice person, I'm not a mean person, and I respect legal. I'm not saying her name, but the person out of the blue sent me a text message that said, um, "Hi, this is so and so." So she said it like I guess she expected me to delete her contact. This is
Hmm.
so and so. I'd like to speak to you about getting my refund, right? So without showing her name, it's like a little bitty message that she sent, right? And so I thought about it and I smiled and I put on my legal head. Can you see this blue? That's my response.
Lord have mercy.
And the last line says, I'm gonna read it to you because it's funny. I said, please continue to follow protocol with PayPal that you initiated. Thank you, management.
Lord have mercy.
So she sent back. Can I
So,
tell you?
moral of the story is pay down and tell her her $100 when she asks you for it.
Hello, this is $1,000. Don't pay me when I say don't pay me. But the moral of the story is be very careful who you try to bully or harass in a business situation because real business minded people, we don't care, right? Legal citizens who are confident, we just go to
So
you
let me
know
tell you, I have a quick story.
to
I'm not
court.
going to be as long as you, but I want to hear your opinion, right? So in December, a Christian organization contacted us to cook food for the event. Um, Not a problem. On the contract, I wrote a date which was inaccurate. I didn't know that. I just thought, let's say the event was a Thursday. I thought it was on a Saturday, right? But I wrote the date that I thought it was on the contract.
Mm,
But so that Thursday they called me like 11 o'clock. Like, where the fuck are you? Where's the food?
Oh,
So I was like,
you wrote the Saturday date. They signed off
yes, and they
and sent
signed
you.
off on it, sent it back, said it was all good, right? They didn't see it. So the day of the event, they're calling me, wondering where's the food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at home.
Ooh.
So I said, oh boy. I said, okay, no problem. Give me 90 minutes. I told him exactly what happened. I said, ma'am, I thought this event was going to be on Saturday. I wrote
Mm-hmm.
it on the contract. You can go look on it. I didn't change anything. And you guys approved it and sent it back. No one caught it. I
Mm-hmm.
misheard you,
That's an honest mistake.
right? So I said, I'll be there 90 minutes, right? So I rush here. I have the food working before I get here. We get here. I call staff. Somehow or the other, within 90 minutes, I'm at the venue and with the food and everything.
Oh wow,
They had
that's something for God's people.
this is it had the event had started. The salmon on had one company, a Spanish company, because they had like maybe three other, four other food people there.
Vendors.
They
Mm-hmm.
took our salmon and they served it while we were setting up. Right, no problem. Like, listen, we just want. So after we finished setting up, we still had a line. We served. I brought extra food. Right,
Right.
so she had called me a few days prior saying, listen, I need to feed more people. I'm gonna pay. She's like, I need to feed 10 more people. I'm gonna give you an extra $50. I said, "Bam, whatever." It's not even like I'm even charging
Right.
y'all the
Right.
right rate because of the organization you're with. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, you want to give us $50? No problem. So so I made more food. So I brought extra food. So we served. We had a line. Now, mind you, like I said, they had started eating by the time we got there. So we waited. Um, they wanted to get on with their show, so the line obviously stopped because they asked people to come back to their seats because they want to get on with their program. And
Mm-hmm.
then people were just trickling little by little to come get people that didn't get to eat. So we stayed for about 90 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then we left a bunch of to-go containers, to-go utensils. We left the trays there for
Mm-hmm.
anyone left. Most of the food was done, but there was still some stuff like curry chicken or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We left, so anybody left could have some. So I sent the invoice. First of all, I don't. I try not to press people. First of all, I always get paid before the event, right? You should
Yeah.
always get paid.
Yep.
I
Absolutely.
obviously I didn't get the money. You know,
Drop the ball on that one.
I hadn't got the money before the event. So I sent the invoice. No response. Okay. I wait till the weekend. Monday, I sent the invoice again. No response. I write a personal email. Reverend, no response.
Wow, Reverend.
Reverend. And it's not, listen, I don't brag about money like that. But it's not a whole bunch of money. But it's still money, right? I still had to pay
It's
I
the
had listen,
principle.
I had to cook the food. I had to pay my cooks to cook. I had to pay my staff to go over there. I had to pay my delivery guy to. I mean, it was expense. Probably even
Mhm.
worth more than what I charged them, right?
Right. Right.
And then but the whole time I'm like, Kwanzaa crawls coming, New Year's Eve. It's December. We're gonna make money. We didn't make any money in December because of all the fucking cancellations, Omicron,
Right.
man, you name it, right?
Yeah, my friend said the
The
same thing
whole
about his.
month, this was the worst December I've ever seen.
Mhm.
So now we're like January, middle of January. Mind you, I've sent her 3 correspondence, no answer.
You better than me.
So, so I don't know. One day, I'm a Scorpio. One day I'm just irritated. I'm agitated.
And then you said you remembered
I'm
God's people.
agitated. So I pick up the phone. I said, "Oh, you're gonna respond to me."
Right.
So I said, "For a supposed Christian organization."
Whoop, ding ding, that hit it.
Dang! So I don't even need to tell you the rest of what I wrote. The very next day,
That's what I would have done.
the very next day, her superior, Reverend,
Yep.
was like, "I'm offended." Oh, I said, "Listen," I said,
Better that communication be
said,
in email than on Google Docs or something like that.
yeah, he's like, I'm offended that you brought the fact that we were Christian. What does us being no, okay, listen. So when I tried to be civil with you, y'all didn't hear nothing.
Well, because they said they probably were relying on the fact that they are a religious connected
And
young
they're
couple.
elder. They're in their 50s, 60s, 7, whatever they're elderly. So I always
He
show
was
I
ready to
showed them
take, he
I
was ready to
showed them
take it in the
listen,
street with you.
listen. Before, like I said, when we were talking, I showed them the deference. I was very gracious with them. I was very, so I'm like, these niggas treating me like some fucking little scrub off the street. Like,
Hmm.
and that's really what pissed me off. Like,
I know.
if you're not gonna pay, say, listen, Joseph, the food was late. We don't accept the fact that the date was there. We didn't see it, and we're just not gonna pay. I would appreciate that more than you just straight up ignoring me. So Uh, so I wrote them back and said, "Well, it's unfortunate, but I said that's exactly why I use such language because I knew it would catch your attention.
Yep.
Because everything else I had tried before didn't work. Oh, we had tried to contact you 2 weeks, so I tried to walk him back. Turns out that no, he really didn't try to contact me two
He did
weeks.
not, or he
He
did.
did not. He did not.
Look at you. He did not. He did not.
So I
Yeah.
said, listen, at this. So he was like, well, listen, we're offering you X amount of dollars, you know, and make good, and because listen, they were promoting small businesses. They were like, they're supposed to be like all about small business and promoting and helping people through the pandemic. So I'm like, the irony of all of this is just
That you all fugazi and swizzled
y'all
me out of
just
that.
y'all stiff me. Y'all stiff me. A church
You look
stiff
like
me.
I'm gonna call Jesus on you.
You know what I'm saying? So um
Sorry.
so I told him, I said, listen, at this point, I don't want the money. But I said, you guys, I'm glad you wrote back, and I'm happy that you made an offer. At
Oh,
least you
you didn't you didn't
acknowledge.
you didn't take a payment from them.
No, no. So
It
no.
was the
I said
principal.
I'm not willing. No, I said I'm not willing to accept that. Um,
Were they trying to
y'all
go?
try to play me.
Were they trying to go lower than the original
Yes,
invoice?
yes, 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 yes,
Oh, okay. So that's not even cool either.
yes.
Oh, we're gonna pay you, but we're gonna give you a different amount.
Yeah, we're gonna pay you a different amount, and that's even if they were gonna pay the full amount, it's just like, yo, listen, it didn't. And the point I was trying to make to them is like, it didn't have to come to this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, we could have
Had an
worked this
adult
out.
conversation.
We could
That's
adult
what
this out like adults, but
that's
y'all
what
try
I
to
think
sun
should have
me
came.
like I'm your child, and
Well,
and,
no,
and
they
disrespect me.
insulted your business and your professionalism by ignoring you. And
Like,
so that's the same thing I said to the young lady. I said, the same way you are texting me now, you could have texted me or picked up the phone and called me and asked me about the money you think you want back, but you didn't because you know you're wrong.
you know.
So in that instance with the church, I would feel a kind of way, but it'd be uncomfortable because you don't want to feel that way toward the church. But there are a lot of religious bodies that use the fact that they are religious body to get at
To get over on people and think that I'm not. Listen, first of all, I'm not even Christian, as you can see.
yeah,
Um, so I'm dealing with you with the utmost respect, but don't play with me. Don't play with me because I will drag you. And I don't want your money. Have the money, and don't expect me to. Don't call me ever to do anything
yeah.
for any particular reason.
And people don't
Because like I said,
people don't
and
value
it
those
was
things.
amicable. It is amicable, like whatever. I didn't mention their name and all that, but
Yeah.
it's like it's the principle of it. I don't, all you had to do was call me and
Mhm.
say this that. We could have had a conversation and worked it out. But you wait till I put my foot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wait till
In
I have
your
to show my
backside.
character. Like, I don't even like showing that side. Most people don't know that side about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I
Except
don't
for
want to even
Peter.
know you now because you know that side of me. Like,
You
and now
understand?
I'm not afraid to pull it out. Like, now you know that side of me. Now you know that side exists, and you know, and I don't even like people knowing that I have that side. So I don't even want to have anything to do with you anymore.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I find more times than not, we have to show a glint of that individual when we're doing business with people who look like us sometimes.
I was like, I can't
It,
believe this. I was like, they wait till literally I disrespect. I call them out, and then they come running. Oh, what do you mean? We're a Christian. What's that supposed to be? We're supposed Christian. We're supposed business or
you're
just
supposed to Christian because even if they were
oh,
really a Christian, they'd have
but you
turned
want
the
to
other cheek.
stiff me? Like y'all didn't see my 3 employees that I brought out there. Like I didn't serve any food. They tried to make it seem like I didn't bring any food out there. Like everybody ate. Nobody touched our food. Oh, they were like, oh yeah, we threw your food in the garbage. I said, oh, since y'all threw my food in the garbage, that's what I said. Since y'all threw my food in the garbage, I don't want pay. I don't want any pay for it. I don't want no money for it. Since my food was nonsense, it was meaningless, right? I don't want nothing for it.
Wow.
Don't pay me.
They lucky I wasn't there because I'd have had pictures and
And then
video
they come back
and
and offer me, and then they offer me pennies on the. No. I'm good. Like I'm good. I'm good. You keep your check.
they
You know,
lucky.
you don't have to take from the poor to pay me. Okay, I'm good. You
These
don't have to
people.
beat on grandma's pocketbook to pay me. Ty, what's up?
I got to get back to my clients.
Yeah, but listen, it was fun though. We got to talk some ish,
Are you talking to
and
me or are you in front?
yeah, I said it was fun. We got to talk some ish.
Yeah, it was. We've been on here 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 28 seconds.
Yeah, that's cool. You know,
That's
I see some comments. I see some when I log into Facebook. I see people's stuff for whatever reason. It's still craziness still doesn't show up on this side of the argument.
yeah. I don't.
But
I don't think it's supposed to. I don't know. And I
I
still
don't
they
know. I can't
this
figure it out.
reminds me that I got to talk to StreamYard about the $875 they got for me, and I didn't use this damn thing
Whoa,
one
whoa,
one one day,
whoa.
and that's all our friend Nas
They
who
don't listen. Don't drag Nas into this. Leave my boy
he
Nas
said
alone.
he set it up.
Leave him alone. Don't blame him.
He said it. I like him. He's in DC these days,
In
living
fact,
and working.
okay. So announcements. So if you are a friend of mine, and I know that is we have to evaluate that what that means now during COVID fucking times. And you have children. My daughter's turning 16, and we'll be celebrating at the restaurant. So um, you're invited to come. Nowadays I don't even like inviting people because they're so scared of COVID. They're gonna die and all this. Like I
Yeah, I'm
don't even
scared.
want to invite people, no boy. Just oh no, we're gonna sit this way. So if you're not one of those people and you feel like socializing and being amongst human beings, you are welcome to come and hang out with us and eat with us and wear your masks, wear your face coverings and whatever the hell you
I
gotta
see.
do. Yeah,
And if
your
you
hazmat
are,
suit.
yeah,
Wear
if you
your
want
hazmat
those people
suit,
who,
come through,
but if you want
you
those
know.
people who's scared, just sanitize your gift, wrap it up nice, and drop it off.
We don't listen. We good. We good. We good. Listen, I cherish the human experience more than any gift or more than any other thing. I want to see you. I want to hug you. I want to laugh with you.
I was
And,
trying to
and
figure
we
out.
cannot allow these people to take that away from us. So I love being friends with people who can still be friendly. I can't take people that are too scared to live life. Like we're beyond that. If you don't see that now, there's a problem. You know, and this talking to a person who's lost a whole lot from this. But I understand what's going on, and maybe you should start to understand what's going on too.
Yeah,
So
y'all.
on that, I'll see you on Sunday because you're not one of these people, right?
I'm
You like to
scared, but
mix
I'm
it
gonna
up.
be there.
Nah, you like to mix it up.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
gonna
scared,
drink, we're gonna party, we're gonna play. Listen, we're gonna play musical chairs. We're gonna have karaoke. So
oh
yeah,
God.
it's yeah. It's gonna be a rumble tumble show.
And in my
You know,
head, my scary side is saying that's a lot of breathing.
it's called life. It's called life. You know,
I
it's
wouldn't
called
I
life.
wouldn't miss it. I have another good
Called
friend who's having a
and
birthday
that's why I
party
love
on
my friends.
Thursday.
Like I love my friends because my friends get it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like my friends get
Yeah.
it. My
Risk
friends
your life
fuck with
and come
me.
outside, y'all.
Yeah, they fuck with me. Yes, that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
I'll be walking
I
around
love
with
it.
a bottle of sanitizer spraying all of y'all.
No, 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 no. Listen, I'll tie you and throw you in the bathroom. Okay, don't start that mess here. Don't try to scare people.
I
Of
know,
course,
I know.
listen. Everybody's gonna be vaccinated. Bring your vaccination cards.
Oh, is that your SNL impersonation?
Listen, I gotta put my disclaimers out there, right? So that
Yeah.
the NYP don't show up with a fucking SWAT team trying to arrest us.
Oh no, don't say that. They don't have any lovely hair pieces in jail. I can't go there.
Look at these people going to. Are they staging these things where they go to Burger King and start arresting people trying to order from Burger King? Are those
I
staged?
don't know. I saw that.
Those are the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. And then the people that are there too. Like I wouldn't do that. Listen, I have my views, but you're not gonna. I'm not getting arrested for that. I'm not going to Burger King to get arrested.
You next to some guy who probably just killed his best friend over a dime bag. What you in for, son? I, I'm not
I wanted a
vaccinated.
burger. Yeah, I'm not yet. And I wanted a burger. I was hungry. And they
Imagine
wouldn't
telling
let me eat at Burger King. But
and
you could
Burger
go to
King ain't doing
listen,
nothing for you.
you could go to the bodega and get the same burger, right? And they don't ask for no cards at the bodega. So,
They sure don't. Bodegas have always been scary. Always been scary. Them
so
and those big furry cats. I can't with bodegas.
they keep them there to keep the mice away. And mice be eating their product.
I have been in bodegas long time ago.
All those
These
honey buns, the
the
kid,
cats
the
walking on
bread.
top of bread and
Yes. And wait till you see the cats catch the mouses.
the
That's and
mouses.
eat them and eat them.
Oh,
Eat
oh
them.
God, disgusting.
Yes.
Um,
But no,
there.
no, we
I
love you
know.
guys. We
I
love you
did
guys.
too. It's 5 o'clock.
I'm
It's a
praying for you,
2 hours.
Donatella. I want you to have an extremely successful year. I want you to
I
pull
did
in
too.
all these
I want to
clients
get
and
married.
help them get
Actually,
money. Um, oh, listen, my friend in the East in Nigeria is putting together a dating app. I told him I'll partner with him, so we can get all my beautiful Black American women married
yeah.
in Nigeria.
I don't trust them. Those people
Listen,
don't
y'all put it
be in the.
past. Listen. Don't believe the hype, all right? Listen, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the
I'm
hype.
not putting in no real information. I'm
Don't
just.
believe the hype, right? Listen, you gotta
I'm
give
just.
love a
As a
chance.
matter of fact, I'm not even gonna use my own picture.
Yo, listen, our boys will mean it. They'll mean it. They'll really fall in love with you for real.
I know, right?
For
Until now, it
real.
takes 10 years to get citizenship, right? I
Exactly.
can
They'll
wait ten
listen, at
years.
least for 10 years, at least you're guaranteed 10 of companionship, right? At least
Well,
we
how
guarantee
much
you, we guarantee you 10 years of companionship. Shit, how many relationships go 10 years? That's good.
that, that's
So
funny.
don't knock it. Don't knock it.
That's
You know what I'm
funny.
saying?
Um, I'm trying to go to our. I thought we were going somewhere in March. They messing the whole game up here in
They messing
America.
my money up, Donna. What can I tell you? Work is still going on, but they messing my money up.
I know, I
This
know.
is crushing me.
Mine too. I'm
Crushing
going
me.
to.
This
I
is a
want to go
privately
somewhere
funded.
from.
I don't have one investor. I don't have one, right? This is all coming out of the liquor,
Yep.
the drinks, the food that my people come here and support. And guess what? I ain't seen nobody. I'm not seeing nobody. Nobody comes out. Place
Yeah.
empty. I got two
And
customers
and
here all day.
and it's the pandemic, and then it's cold, and that parking situation up there. It's hard.
Hey, the parking. Park right in the bushes. The bushes, you can back into the bushes. All right.
Oh, that's
There's
right.
a lot
They
of
don't give
parking.
any
Yes,
tickets up there.
they don't give no tickets over there. But
Okay.
but yeah, no, we
Go argue with the
watch
SBA.
it. Yeah, go argue with the SBA. Get these people some money, and I hope they pay you. I hope they don't play with your money.
Oh, so no. So people have to pay me up front now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's hope that these Democrats put more initiatives out there for business, because
Mhm.
unfortunately, um, when the Republicans are in power, they throw money around. When the
Yeah.
Democrats come, they don't. For whatever reason, everything dries up.
Well, because
I
Republicans know they have to buy their vote, and Democrats probably think you just gonna fly with them.
know Democrats act. You know what it is like? They act like they're so altruistic, but they're really phonies. They
Mm.
really are phonies. And we miss you too, Ayana. Why do
Hi,
I?
Ayana.
You miss.
Ayana, this is my ode to you. This is my Ayana look with the dark, pretty hair.
Listen. We got this person from Russia, whatever that means. God bless you. We got another person here. God bless you. And we got this one is in what's that? Vietnamese. God bless you. But let's
Oh,
go back to
maybe one of them wants to be my husband. I'm joking.
it. Could
You
happen.
guys, please don't send me any messages. I'm joking.
It could happen.
All right.
But yeah, I have no idea. We have no plans. This was completely impromptu.
I know,
So just whenever you
spontaneous.
listen, the beauty is that you guys you like and subscribe to our channel. So whenever we do go on, you will be there. I will
And you get
continue to bring
notified.
all my friends on. If any one of you have anything you want to talk about, please call me. And let's just get on live and just rap and talk shit. Let's have a
I
good time.
know.
We keep it light. We're past the whole arguing about COVID and what who's right and who. All that's beyond. Now we're having fun. Now we're on the descent. You're gonna see. This is my prediction. You're gonna see all the mandates end very soon. You're gonna see things start to open up very soon. You're gonna see Democrats trying to play catch up because they know their ass is grass and they're gonna lose the election. So you're gonna see a lot of things opening up. So let's get excited for that. Let's get excited for a bright future, a safe future, a healthy future, and hope to see you guys on Saturday. All right. Bye,
Ah,
D. Later.
okay.